Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome and thank you for joining another episode of Safir TV's spectacular series on Hajj. My name is Ali Hassan and I'm joined by our Hajj expert, Shaykh Ayoub. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We need to get straight to the point on this one because there's lots and lots to talk about. There's a lot of points related to prohibitions of Ihram. Okay, so I would like to start by asking you about, and this is something that I'm conscious of, for example, if I'm in that state, I'm doing tawaf or getting ready to do tawaf, it's very hot, and what about bad smells, which I really absolutely hate. So am I allowed to wear deodorant even a little bit, or a stick-on, or one of them sprays or anything? What happens with that?
No, when you are in a state of ihram, you are not allowed to wear perfume, any kind of perfume, be it deodorant, be it an oily base, you know, like what we use, itir, and then you rub in your body. No, any kind of perfume is allowed.
I was hoping you would say itar, because we do that for namaz. That's actually mustahab, you know. It's
and actually some people get it wrong. They think because you are doing tawaf around Al-Kaaba, holy place, let me apply some perfume.
Wow.
You are not allowed. And actually there are some people who find it very difficult because they are used to. Every time you take shower, you apply perfume or deodorant or something like that. When you wear ihram, no perfume at all.
Wow, straightforward. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Indeed.
What about bad smells coming from your mouth? Like, are you allowed to chew gum? Can you, miswak? Or anything like that?
Few things you mentioned there. Chewing gum, no.
Okay.
Because why? It has got that kind of flavor with fragrance.
Sure, yes.
You can smell it.
Juicy fruit, especially.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed. Natural food which has got a smell, no problem at all. But smelling, you are talking about smelling something, so avoid eating something which is with that kind of fragrance, especially flavored. Using miswak is good. That is what we call sunnah.
Sure.
Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to use miswak. So miswak, yeah, it's natural. You can use it. Toothbrush, if you want, use it. Applying paste, no. Avoid that.
Okay. So toothbrush, dry, or just water, I guess.
Yes.
And no toothpaste with it. Miswak, yes. Anything natural without a distinct taste or a smell, I guess you could say. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Thank you. Now, I wear glasses, as you can see. Please tell me they're allowed. This is obviously prescription. It's not for fashion or anything.
Sure.
And when it comes to wearing stuff, for example, I understood watches, I believe it's not allowed. You've already, explained that in detail. But what about, medically required stuff? For example, glasses, prescribed stuff.
Yeah, glasses, you're allowed to wear glasses.
Okay.
Whether that glasses is just for...
I mean, there's people who need it day in and day out, like myself. But then some people need it for reading purposes.
Yeah,
obviously,
sure.
you're not really reading anything while you're in that state and while you're going around the Kaaba. So even those, are they allowed if they wanted to?
Yeah, they're allowed. Glasses are not taken as something which is additional, which you don't need it. Even the reading glasses, sometimes when people do tawaf, they read. You read dua, you read ziyarah, you read whatever you want. It's fine, no problem at all.
All right, so sunglasses without a prescription, just like Ray-Bans, aviator Ray-Bans, because they look nice.
Avoid,
because it's more of like a decorative piece now, instead of a necessity or a need.
Indeed.
I get that. Talking about decorative items, eyeliner. How do you say that in Urdu?
Surma.
Surma, yeah. Thank you for explaining Urdu in Urdu for me.
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Surma, no. Surma eyeliner, which is known as al-iktihal in Arabic language.
Okay.
This is something which, by the way, when we talk about it, let us get it right. It is one of the recommended things to do for men and women.
Oh.
Iktihal, putting eyeliner It's good for your eyes. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do it, and he has informed the companions to use it. Now, when you use it, iktihal, for reasons of decorating, for the reason of putting some sort of makeup, if we can use it.
Makeup,
You are not allowed to use it when you are in a state of ihram. Be it during the day or during the night. Don't use it because that is a special moment you are in, and that is the moment of wearing ihram.
Right. Okay. I get that. Even though it's recommended to wear with the eyeliner for men and women, both, it actually helps your eyes. I actually didn't know that. But on that particular moment or in that special phase of your journey, you're not allowed to do that.
Indeed.
Thank you. Continuing on from in the topic of grooming, for example, so clipping your nails, you know, making sure you're hygienic, you know, in every way, shape, or form that you can be. What about that?
Clipping your nails, especially on Thursdays and Fridays, is sunnah. It's recommended. It's a good act. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has told Muslims to do that.
Sure.
But if you're in a state of ihram, you are not allowed. Don't clip your nails while you are wearing ihram. Your business there is to do other acts of worship. This cutting, clipping the nails in the state of ihram, no, don't do it.
Okay.
Unless, in one case, as we mentioned, after performing tawaf, after completing the ibadah of umrah. You remember we mentioned, once you finish all the acts of worship which included in the sequential issues of umrah, then you are allowed. Last thing is to clip your nail or trim your hair. But while you're wearing ihram, you are doing the acts of worship for Hajj or for Umrah, you are not allowed to clip your nails.
Now, let's just go back to how long this period is. I know I asked you in one of the previous episodes, which I should probably also rewatch, just like you guys, inshallah. The state that you will be in ihram, which is a few hours to maximum, did you say it was a day? Like 24 to 48 hours?
Yeah, for Umrah, you can say 24 hours. But for Hajj now, if we start the Hajj on the 8th of Dhul Hajj at night or after Maghrib Isha, then the 9th day, you are still in Ihram. So Ihram starts from the 8th of Dhul Hajj, continues to the 9th of Dhul Hajj, continues to the 10th of Dhul Hajj, continues to, 10th is where after finishing slaughtering the animal and shaving, you can remove your ihram. So we can say 2 days and a half.
2.5 days.
2.5 or 3 days. So this is the moment when you are in ihram, you have not completed your Hajj, don't clip your nails.
Okay, am I allowed to take a shower in those 2 days, but without a perfumed soap? And also, is that okay?
Yes, it is
Because I
okay.
have to take showers every day.
Indeed.
Okay,
you can do that.
Inshallah. I know you can't decorate yourself, as you've mentioned, but is it okay to just make sure you look in the mirror and see if you're presentable at the very least? You know, can you look in the mirror and kind of check yourself out? Not that I do that, but...
Unfortunately, when you're in a state of ihram, and I say unfortunately because there are people like yourself, you want to look at the mirror all the time. How do you look like?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad
way. No. It's a good thing. And especially for people who have mirrors in their houses, the places of work, they are used to. Mirror becomes as part and parcel of your life.
Of course.
Daily life.
Yes.
When you're in a state of ihram, no, don't do it. You are not allowed to look yourself in the mirror. And you may find some places when you go in some of the hotels, they cover the mirrors because they know that people may go and tempted to look at the mirrors. So there's a penalty which we'll come and discuss in another episode.
Sure.
Accidentally, no problem. When you look at yourself in the mirror, accidentally, no problem.
Sure.
So turn your face or head immediately.
Sure.
For decoration, I want to look at my face, like normally you comb your hair, or that one is not allowed.
Sure.
Be as natural as possible. Forget about the mirror at this particular moment. Be in a state of reflection, concentration, about other acts of worship.
Sure.
Forget about this image which I want to look every time. This is myself. Just go into different things which will keep you busy with your ibadah of Hajj.
Sure. It's not about you anymore.
No,
You're
no.
there to meet and greet your Lord. You are his guest in a way.
Indeed.
It's all about him. It's always about him. Carrying on with this, now I think I know the answer to this one, but obviously I need your validation. So when it comes to removing hair from your body,
Yes.
or certain parts of your body, for example,
Sure.
is that allowed, not allowed? I'm going to go with no.
No.
Okay.
Removing hair, any part of your hair, taking it from your body, you are not allowed.
Sure. I spoke about my glasses. I should have mentioned contact lenses.
Sure.
Normal, transparent, but there's also colored ones as well. What's the ruling on them?
If anything, you take it for decoration is not allowed.
Okay.
If it is necessary, it's fine.
Prescription based.
Prescription based
Even
is
if it's
fine.
colored, I mean, you could potentially have non-colored contact lenses because your sole purpose at that time is just to see. Colored means you kind of want to show off a little bit, kind of
Sure.
want to, because that makes you look good, for example. So
Avoid that.
Avoid that.
Avoid that.
Okay, good, fantastic. On this subtopic of avoiding bad smells and trying to smell good, please tell me about the Kaaba's cloth, the fragrance that is on this cloth. By the way, is there a name for this cloth?
Yes, indeed. The black clothing which you see, they call it kiswa.
Kiswa.
Kiswa. So this is the covering of Al-Kaaba.
Sure. And does it omit a fragrance of some sort? And are we allowed to smell it?
Yes, indeed. The clothing, normally they apply very nice perfumes. It smells very good.
Okay, so it's purposely done.
They do it, yes.
Okay, right.
Yeah, there are special people who do this special task
Sure.
of making it smell good. And actually, it may make some people, when they do, for example, tawaf, they can get stuck there because of a good smell.
Right.
They don't want to leave it.
Right.
So when you do, there are two things which are very important. When you are doing tawaf, and we will come and talk about the issue of tawaf, when you do tawaf, there is a special way for you to do it. So in the middle of tawaf, don't just go there, touch the Kaaba, kiss the Kaaba, smell the Kaaba. This may cause problem in your tawaf.
Okay.
But we'll be discussing about that.
Okay.
Smelling it is fine.
Okay.
Smelling the scent which is coming, or the itir, the perfume from Kiswa of Al-Kaaba, it's fine. You can smell that and continue with your...
As you pass by?
As you pass
or
by.
Or you stop, pause purposely. I am now at the actual site. I've been dreaming about this. I'm going to grab a hold of that cloth and take a big... Is that allowed?
If it may make you to turn. So that's why there's the technical issue
It's a
there.
technical issue, right.
If it causes you to turn your body from the left shoulder and you move completely from Al-Kaaba, it may cause trouble in that particular tawaf which you're doing it.
Okay.
However, smelling it while you're passing by, it's no issue at all.
So I know that you're not allowed to perfume yourself. However, because you say there are specific people tasked with this fragrancing of the cloth, what if I happen to arrive at the time where they just applied it and it kind of rubs off on me? Am I allowed to do that so I can smell like the Kaaba?
It's a bit difficult for that to happen because what we have seen is they apply in their either hands and they touch it. So, but if it comes to your clothing, it's better to change that particular ihram, because when you wear your ihram, you are not allowed to apply perfume in your ihram.
Okay. Now I understand this fragrance topic, the smelling and scented topic is so critical. So I'm going to throw in another critical question here for you. Obviously, we live in an environment, and we will be in the environment where outside there's vehicles. Okay. So, and there's gasoline associated with vehicles. And what if anything can happen? You could smell gas. You could, God forbid, there's a bit of a fire, smoke. Smoke has a smell. What about these types of smell? Are you allowed to smell that, even though it's not your fault? It's come to you. What do you say about that?
No, avoid them. Avoid them. Try to avoid them because these are, like you said, vehicles are moving and
Sure.
some other smell may come.
Sure.
Don't make a point to say, I want to smell the smell of gasoline or something like that. So avoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could just, if it has come to you, you realize that there's some sort of fire or smoke nearby and you can smell it, you just kind of try to leave that area and not smell it. That's the best you could do.
Indeed.
That's absolutely fine. Continuing on this, let's go to fruits. Sweet smelling fruits. Banana has a very distinct smell. I like bananas personally. Are we allowed to eat them, smell them, enjoy them? What's the ruling on that?
Yes, indeed. Enjoy your foods, enjoy your fruits. Anything which is natural from has got a natural scent from the fruits, from the food even they cook, is fine. You can eat and no problems at all.
Okay. Shaykh, thank you so much. Again, we've run out of time. However, lucky for us and lucky for our audience, there are more episodes available, and we will continue this particular topic. The next episode, brothers and sisters, is a little bit more spicy. To find out what that means, please stick around and definitely look out for the next video. Until next time, take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.